to be talking about? We've been talking about writing expressions. Now we're going to talk about variables, okay? Turn and tell your neighbor. We've heard the word before. What's a variable? Try and come up with it. Go. I heard several wrong answers, but I heard one pretty good one. Anybody want to volunteer their answer? Sophie.
It's the letter that you're using in your multiplication.
Yeah, the variable, you use a variable for the unknown. Remember when I said we're going to start adding? When you were in kindergarten, what did we use in kindergarten for the variable? The boxy poo. There it was. They said 3 plus boxy poo equals 4. What is it? 1. So the boxy poo, I don't know why I always hit the eraser, but I do, equals 1. Now we have a true statement. After we went from the boxy poo, what did you move to? What was your next step for variables? Lexi?
Blank.
The blank. 3 plus blank equals 4. What do we think the answer is? Yes, Miss Anna? Oh, there we go. So our blank equals 1. Now that we're in 3rd grade, guess what we use for variables? Letters. Now, the universe will tell you you can use whatever letter you want. But I think it's important to pick letters that don't look like any digits. Should I pick the letter O?
No.
Should I pick the letter L?
No. Z.
Oh. Oh, should I pick the letter X?
No.
Okay, they're just certain ones. And Z, you don't want to pick that one. It kind of looks like a 2. I like to pick letters that really do not look like digits. That's because you've seen my handwriting. It's not very good.
9.
All right. So is 9 a letter? So that would not be what I would pick. I usually pick a letter like Y. That one's pretty safe. G would be, I guess, pretty safe. You want to be careful. If you pick A, that could look like a 0 and 1. You know, Y does not look like any digit, so it's pretty safe. Now, the math people in the universe, Jeremy, you know what they do? They love the letter X. Why do I think that's a terrible choice?
Because it's like, confuses you because it's like 5 plus times.
Yeah. I mean, if you saw that, a month ago, you'd be like, 5 plus times equals what? What are you doing to me? Okay? So I don't think X is a wise choice. I'm not in charge of the universe, so the people out in the math universe, they will often use X as their variable. Do I want you putting X in as a variable?
No.
No, I will not be able to read your handwriting. Okay, I'm already struggling with that with some of you. So I will not be able to tell the difference between your X and your times and your Z and your 2 and your O and your 0 and your L and your 1. So make a commitment to pick a letter like Y or M that really just looks like a letter. So here we are. Now we're in 3rd grade. When you're in kindergarten, 3 plus boxy poo. Okay. And then we went 3 plus blank. Now we're going to go 3 plus Y equals 4. Who knows what Y equals, Keenan?
1.
Y still equals 1. Okay? Some people kind of flip out when letters start coming into their math. Okay? It's a common thing where kids, all the way through high school kids, where you get like, with the letters. Listen, if it makes you feel better, you can still go 3 plus boxy poo equals 4. Okay? You can still do that in your head. But the way we set it up, we don't put the boxy poo there anymore. We put the letter Y or M. I would not put the C, because let me tell you how you guys make C's. You make your C's like that. You do. You guys are a hot mess when it comes to handwriting, okay? So don't be using any letter that can look anything like a digit, all right? Y is safe, and M. Now, we're going to get some vocabulary up here. The letter is called the variable. This part is called the expression. We've been writing expressions for several days. We've been talking about expressions for several days. But now we're sticking a variable in the expression. Does that make sense to you? Terribly difficult? Not so bad? Now look at this. Doesn't that look pretty? Oh, come on. Let's lie. Tell me it looks pretty, would you? Okay. Listen to my directions first. Listen to my directions. Before we do any solving, any thinking, I want you to look at number 1. Just write the expression in number 1. What's the expression in number 1? Let's make sure that we write the expression for me. What's the expression in number 1? What's the expression? That's the expression. That is not the expression. That's the expression. That's the expression. Well, you guys are going, some of you are solving it. Expression, 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 no, expression. You're solving it. You're telling me the words that match. All right, boys and girls, this was a little bit of a trick question, because guess what the expression is? Why did it turn blue? Remember how I did that one day? I just did it again. I don't know how. I am. That must be the answer. The answer is I'm magical. 3 plus A, that's the expression. Now, a bunch of you were writing down words for me. 3 more than A. Those were the words that go along with it. I am glad that you know those clue words. All right, so we want to make sure that we understand when I say, that's the expression, okay? You wrote the expression. When we evaluate the expression, we're going to start sticking numbers in. Now, can we know what that answer is?
Yeah.
Why, Destiny? How do you know things? I don't know what 3 plus A, what? Oh, weird. Do they have words? Do words tell us what to do? Maybe we should read the words. Read the words and say them to your partner. So when we're reading those directions, before you leave the directions, what would you highlight to make sure you don't miss stuff? Ethan?
A equals 2.
A equals 2.
B equals 5.
Oh, the twins. Excellent job. All right. So now that I'm going to evaluate this expression, I would have this on my paper. Then underneath it, I would write 3 plus
2.
What is the answer? Okay, boys and girls, if I could just get my pen to work. Life's hard sometimes. Okay, boys and girls, that's algebra.
What?
Welcome to a Friday in December of 3rd grade. That's algebra. So when your parents ask you what you did in math today, algebra. All right, that's what you're doing. Don't panic when you see the letters. It's a puzzle. You're just sticking things into the boxy poo. It's the same old thing. Don't panic when you see letters. Are you ready to try one?
Yeah.
All right, great. Look at number 2. Number 2's over there, just in case we don't read numbers. Evaluate the expression. Yes, give me an answer. Evaluate the expression. You wrote the expression, now evaluate it. Yes, yes. That's the writing the expression, evaluate it. Yes, 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 yes. Hannah, I love this. Hannah's like, I love algebra. Now solve the equation. Yes, yes, yes. I think so. Can't read that, Jeremy. Yes, good job on B. Yes, yes, yes. When you get the first one, go on to the second. When you get the second one, go on to the third. Evaluate the expression. All right, stuff. Let's look at number 2. It says 11 minus B. How on earth do I know what B equals? What magic tells me what B equals? Caden, what? The words. They're even highlighted for us. So what should I fill in for B? What number? Raise your hand if you know. Raise your hand if you know. Hannah's like, I love volunteering. 5. What is 11 minus 5? You might know that, but I'm terrible at subtraction, so I'm going to go 5.
10.
No, I am not. 5, 6.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
What's the answer?
6.
All right, my next one. It says B times 4. What does B equal? Raise your hand and tell me. What does B equal? What does B equal? Write it down on your whiteboard. What does it equal? Put them down. Baby doll, look up here. What does B equal? It tells you. The reason it seems so hard is because you skipped over the words that tell you what to do. They don't know anything more than you know. They just read the words. B equals 5. So when I'm asking what do I put in for B, what does B equal? 5. That's all it is. That's why it gets hard. Sometimes letters make it like, they have to tell you what the letter is. They have to. So now, 5 times 4, can we do that one?
21.
Yeah, we can either go,
5, 10, 15, 20.
or we could go, Old MacDonald.
Counts by fours. 4, 8, 12, 16. Old MacDonald counts by fours. 4, 8, 12, 16. The 20 here.
Every time, love bug. All right. Now, what letter do we have in this one? 1, 2, 3.
2.
Oh, what letter? 2 is not a letter. What's wrong with you people? This is the tricky part. What does A equal?
2.
And we know that because they have to tell us. So now we go 12 divided by 2 plus 4. There's a magical thing called order of operations. Do you remember the first thing that you always do?
Partitions.
Oh, you keep calling them that? Partition is when you break it apart equally. It is a word that begins with P. And I know you're thinking of the right thing. It's
Parentheses.
parentheses. Yeah. Okay. So if you see these first, you'll always have to do them first. They didn't put parentheses, but they told you which one to do first, didn't they? They kind of linked them. What is 12 divided by 2? It is
6.
And then what do we do with that 4?
Bring it down.
Bring it down. They even told us. What's 6 plus 4?
10.
All right. It is.